I have not felt stress in over a year. I have not been stressed out or felt the feeling of stress in over a year, and I'm dead serious. And I'm gonna make a full video on this and probably a full series and a lot of videos because if I was to sum up 2022, as cheesy as it may sound, if I was to sum it up in the area I grew in the most, I would 100% say mindset. And before you go, oh, woo woo, blah blah, I'm dead serious that honestly, 2022 in terms of the things I learned and the mental shifts I made and the limiting beliefs I got rid of and the new beliefs that I have brought on, it was definitely the most significant year probably that I'll ever have in my whole life. But quick note for you in terms of stress and how to avoid feeling stressed. And this is quick. Like I said, I'm going to make a full video on it in the future, so this is just a quick note, one little tidbit of many things that I could talk about. But I was just thinking about just now. So, basically, it is 11:55 at night. I'm still at the office, as you could see. So, we're still at the office. And yeah, so basically, I got off a call with one of my new team members, who is going to be basically sending our cold emails and everything. And he was like, okay, and I was doing the onboarding with him and everything. And I was planning for him to get started tonight. And he was like, okay, can I get started tomorrow? And I hadn't sent any emails yet today because I thought he was getting started. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, because basically he wasn't prepared to start tonight. So I was like, yeah, that's fine. And it was already 9 it was already 9 o'clock when it was already past 9 when him and I were finishing this call. 9 o'clock for me, p.m. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Like that's totally cool. You can start tomorrow. As soon as I get off the call with him, I'm like, sweet. That means I have to send the emails still tonight. I have to still send 60 emails tonight. So yeah, I was like, okay, cool. So basically, I just finished doing that, sent all my emails. It's now 5 to 12, so roughly like 3 hours of sending the emails and doing all of that. And I started thinking about it just now. And before I started sending the emails, I gotta say there was a lot of things going through my head. Like I got off the call with him. I was worried. I was like, oh man, I hope he does well. I hope he does what we need him to do. I hope he does it right. I hope all these things. I hope we start landing meetings. I hope we get more clients. Like all this crap was going through my head. And basically, I just got to work. I started doing it. I started sending emails to everything, and I started thinking about it. One of the biggest points that I can make when it comes to avoiding stress is 99% of the time, the reason you're stressed is because you're not doing what you know you need to or should be doing. You're avoiding it, or you're just simply not doing it, or you haven't done it yet. That is why you're stressed out. I I can almost guarantee you that no matter what you're stressed about, if you work all day long and you put in as much effort as possible and get as much done as you possibly can, and you literally, like, you could not have worked harder and couldn't have got more done. Like, for example, I mean, it's midnight right now and I haven't even left the office, so I still need to sleep. So I'm gonna go back to my place and I'm gonna be like, you know what, I did everything I could have today. Obviously there's always more that I feel I could do, but just in general, I know I worked really hard today. I got done what I needed to get done. Like, I got those emails sent out. I pushed through and did it, even though I started late and everything. So I'm going to go to bed tonight, and I'm going to be able to put my head to the pillow and fall asleep easily. Like, I will not have any worries or anything because I got my shit done. I did what I needed to do. I got to work. I didn't think at 9 o'clock, well, it's kind of late. He's going to get started tomorrow anyway. What's one day of not sending emails? No. I knew I needed to get it done. I knew I needed to send my emails, stay consistent in order to get results. So that's what I did. Whereas if I would have decided to leave and made up some bullshit excuse for why I don't need to send emails today, I would have gone back to my place, and in my head the whole time I'd be thinking, man, I definitely could have sent those emails if I would have done that. Maybe we would have landed some meetings, like all this stuff. So, long story short, the reason if you're stressed right now, if you're worried about anything right now, this is one point. Like, this might not be the shift that helps you. I'm just putting this out there because this helped me a lot, and this is just one little tidbit. But whatever you're stressed about, whatever you're worried about, whatever it may be, think about today and think about every possible thing that you could do today to fix that problem or achieve whatever it is you need to achieve or push through whatever it is you need to push through or whatever it may be, or overcome whatever issue has arisen or whatever it may be, or whatever you're stressed about. Think about everything you could possibly do to try and overcome that. Or if you're watching this and it's at night, think about this day. Like, when did you come home and finish work? Like, when did you leave the office? When did you finish work? Could you have stayed later? Could you have gotten more done? Could you have, instead of going home and watching TV or watching a movie or doing whatever, or going to the bar or hang out with friends today, could you have instead worked longer and gotten more done in order to get closer to overcoming that problem or achieving whatever it is you need to, or hitting that deadline or hitting that milestone or whatever it might be? Could you have put more in? If so, if the answer is yes, that is most likely. I'm not saying this is for sure. I'm saying that's most likely, from my experience, what is stressing you out is subconsciously you know that you could have done more and you should have done more in order to fix whatever it is that you're stressed about. So anyway, I'll leave you with this. Next time you feel stressed, instead of worrying about it and thinking about it and doing all that, just think, what's the one thing I can do right now that is going to have the largest impact on what I'm stressed about? Like, if there's a problem that you need to solve, or if there's say you lost some clients and you need to land more clients and bring in more revenue quickly. What's the one thing that you can do that will have the largest impact to get you more clients or to fix that problem or whatever? Whatever that is, do it right now. Like, do it immediately. As soon as you start doing it, you're not going to be stressed anymore. Maybe when you first start it, you will be a little bit. But you're not going to be stressed anymore because you're going to be actually doing that. Like, you're going to be doing the work that you need to. And then after you finish it, I can almost guarantee that those worries and that stress will literally be gone, because you know you did what you could have done today. And yeah, that'll potentially, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, I'm saying potentially, from my experience, that will help eliminate those worries and that stress and those stressful thoughts. Because 99% of the time, in my case, whenever I started to get those feelings, like I did tonight, honestly, like after I got off that call with him, I started to get those thoughts and those feelings and those worries. But instead of just going home and putting that off, I would have been all worried and, oh shoot, like blah, 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 I could have done that. I could have had those thoughts running through my head all night long. But instead I got to work and I did the number one thing that I know I needed to do in order to move the needle forward, get new clients, and make more money, which is send emails, which most people don't do that, which is why they get super stressed out. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out. And it's just something that has helped me out a lot. I'll make a longer video in the future on like all the different things that has helped me when it comes to stress and stuff. But anyway, I'll leave you with that. Peace. See you in the next one.